Welcome to another edition of Talk City Greensboro, produced by GTN, featuring interviews and events happening around town. It's an easy way to stay in the know while you're on the go. Subscribe to Talk City on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, or SoundCloud so you can keep up with what's going on in Greensboro City government. I'm your host, Josh Johnson, and alongside me, as always, Mr. Devin Smith.
Hey, how you doing, Josh?
Good. I thought I'd just bypass.
Yeah, that's good.
You like that,
Straight
right?
to the point.
Yeah.
Clean, nice, and crisp. You know?
Okay, duly noted. Until you get better with it, stop it.
Yeah. Well, what's up, Greensboro? Thanks for joining us, as always. The North Carolina Folk Festival takes place right here in downtown Greensboro every year. I know last year we did a virtual thing, but we're bringing it back. So the event is always kind of right in the middle of September, and, you know, 2001, that our country kind of changed in September, and it wasn't for the best. I mean, it definitely brought us together, but we lost a lot of good men and women, and so that's why our guest is here today, Brent Combs, the Assistant Chief for the Greensboro Fire Department. He's here to talk about an event that we are bringing back this year that honors the servicemen and women that we lost in those September 11th attacks. So how you doing? How you doing, Chief?
Doing great.
Thanks for coming, Chief. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
So let's start here. Let's talk about the start of the event and kind of how it came here in Greensboro. I know this was something that kind of takes place all over the country, stair climbs to kind of honor what they did on that day. So how was it? Kind of talk about some of the successes that we had in years past.
I figured you might ask that question, so I called Chief Nix, who he's retired now, but he was the one that kind of started it for us. The first one we did was 2011, so it was the decade remembrance.
Right.
Yeah.
At the time, we were going to do a ceremony in front of Station 1, which we have the statue and the flags. We were going to do it there, and we did do some things there. Then committee got together, started seeing people, like Denver was one of the big ones. They do a stair climb, and they have some big high-rises, 100 stories maybe. So they do the 73 flights in one run.
Wow.
Versus us, Bellamead's 8 floors, so we got to get on and get off. But, so they try to emulate that.
Yeah.
So that started in 2011 with the stair climb at Bellamead. We checked into doing different buildings downtown, liability issues, concerns like that. We thought it might be best to use a city facility, the Bellamead parking deck. And it's outside, so that is nice.
Yep.
So we started that in 2011, continued doing it every year. 2019, Hurricane Dorian was coming through.
Okay.
Canceled that one. 2020, of course, COVID. So that happened.
The year we would all like to kind of forget.
Yes. So then this year, we have never been able to do it along with Folk Festival.
Yeah.
So typically we would do the stair climb the week before the 11th.
Right.
The week before Folk Festival. But this year we were very lucky. Got with Folk Festival and Amy Grossman. Things came together. And I think they're excited to do it with us.
Yeah.
And we're excited to be with them because they've got all the logistics taken care of.
Right.
Bathroom, stages, sound system. So we're good there. And we're hoping that people will come to the stair climb, do that, and then stay after and
stay for
see
the festival.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Well, that pretty much takes care of question 2. So
sorry about that.
No, it's efficient, man. I like it. So what does it mean to you to bring the event back to make sure we're remembering the men and women that we lost?
Well, personally, which I'm sure y'all do, you remember where you were at the day.
Oh, yeah.
How old are you, Devin?
I am 29, and I was actually in the 4th grade.
Oh,
I remember this like it was yesterday because I didn't understand anything that was going on.
Yeah.
And so by the time I was in the 4th grade, I could walk home by myself. And so when I got home, I had a routine. So I walk home. I had about 20 minutes to myself before my mom and my older siblings got home because my mom taught middle school and my brothers and sisters were in high school. And so I was like, where's the cartoons?
Yeah.
Because literally every like anybody that did any type of news or had any team, I mean, CB, WB, all of them news went straight to news, and it just kept over and over and again, showing the same things that were happening because it happened earlier in the day. And I was just like, I didn't know what was going on. And then I got back to school the next day. Everybody was like crying. And I was just like, I didn't understand it. Yeah. So it kind of.
Oh, sorry. That was my phone.
So, yeah, I mean, you, Josh, you remember?
I was getting ready for work. I was working in Durham. And at the time, my wife was pregnant. And it was like you, it was an everyday thing. We got up, we had Good Morning America on. I'm getting ready to go to work, bada boom, bada bing. And she said, hey, one of the towers is on fire. And it went from there. And
beautiful day. It was a beautiful day.
It was a gorgeous day. Yeah. And I came in to see what was going on, and that's when second plane came in, and it all got real.
I was getting off duty and left the gym and went by a fire station that I knew the guys, so I pulled in there to see what was going on because they were talking about it on the radio. And I just remember those towers and all those firemen. So this whole, the whole, with the firemen, we had – up there, we had 343 firemen and medics that passed away. You had 23 police officers, 37 Port Authority, the thousands of civilians. I mean, it was life-changing. It still is. It still affects us today.
Yeah.
So, missing the last 2 years, especially last year being 2020, we were excited to get this back. We weren't sure how it was going to work with the Folk Festival. And again, we were so grateful to be doing that with Folk Festival and kind of tying those things together. But I think it's going to be a great opportunity to remember and kind of, I wouldn't say celebrate, but, we hate to, in our meetings and stuff about it, we hate to use the word anniversary because that seems,
right.
But it's more of a remembrance.
Honoring.
That's
honoring.
Right. So we'll have some music there, and we'll be playing some national anthems, kind of that kind of music,
Absolutely.
A lot of flags, got bagpipes coming. Bell Canto, the choral group's coming to do the national anthem for us.
Oh my gosh!
So it's coming together. We got a late start on it a little bit because when I got assigned this, my chief said, "Hey, we're doing a stair climb." And I just got promoted to this position. and he says, that position does a stair climb. I said, oh, okay.
Okay.
And
you didn't tell me that.
Yeah, this is June. He says, we usually start this in March. I said, okay. Okay. So we're catching up. I think we're getting there. But we're excited to do this. I think it's going to be a good event.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I know it's kind of tough to think of it as a celebration, but, I'm pretty sure that those men and women, I understand, nobody thought that today I'm going to lose my life, but they gave the ultimate sacrifice. That's what they signed up to say, that I would give my life for.
And they did.
Yeah, and they did.
Absolutely.
Yes,
All right. So tell us, how can people sign up, or do they need to sign up? Can they just show up the day of? Is there any type of merchandise that they can get, Stair Climb shirts or GP Greensboro Fire Department shirts? Just tell us how can people get involved and get ready for the day.
So you don't have to pre-register. You can just show up. We'll be down there about 7:30 at Bellamede. You can park in the Bellamede parking deck for free.
Yeah.
So if they got down there 7:30, 8, we'll have actually set up. We're praying the weather's going to be good, which you always do.
Yes, you always.
But we're hoping, again, Folk Festival being downtown, we're going to use Center City Park.
Yeah.
So everybody will go over there, do the registrations, sign the release forms.
Right.
And then we'll have a few speakers. We have Mayor Vaughn speaking, City Manager Chris Wilson speaking, and our Fire Chief Jim Robinson. We do have some representatives from PD, EMS, and Communications. They're all getting about 2 minutes to speak.
Right.
So we'll do that, and we're hoping to start the actual climb at a quarter till 9. I'm sorry. Yeah, quarter till 9.
Quarter till 9. Okay. So once you get there, go to Center City Park, get signed up. Hopefully, we're looking at a quarter till 9 to start the climb.
Right.
And so we'll be in the Bellamede parking deck and talk about how the actual climb happens.
So once we do that, we'll do the national anthem. We'll line up to do the stairs, and we'll be playing taps. Cynthia Parks who's with Southern Guilford. She's a big help. She does a lot of getting the choral groups, the drum line. She's very good at all this planning.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing that. They'll make their way to the actual stairs, the one that face Elm Street.
Yeah.
They'll go up those 8 flights, and then they'll go across the top parking deck, and you know where the little circles are.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
They'll walk around all the way down there, and you basically come back around. By then, there's a line.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad. And you wait, go your turn, and you'll do 9 climbs going up.
Yeah.
And we'll have water out there, free water to hand out. We'll have the drum line from Southern Guilford playing. Bel Canto is going to be there. VIP for VIP, which is a program a retired chief for us started years ago, that they go out to high schools and talk about drinking and driving, texting and driving. So they're going to be there helping with some logistics, speakers, stage. So it'll be a remembrance / celebration of the day.
Yeah.
We're hoping to be done 11:30ish.
Yeah.
And talking with Amy with Folk Festival, she's like, that's perfect because they can go right over the street and they can go to the food trucks and all that.
Time for some food.
Yes. So we're hoping it's going to be very smooth.
Yeah, it's like the stars are
perfect.
aligning
Yes,
for this
seems
year.
that way.
It's going to be
No.
perfect.
It seems that way. If the weather works out, that's going to be the.
It will.
Yeah,
It will.
absolutely.
But if they do, if they go to Facebook or Instagram and they do Greensboro 2021 Stair Climb, it'll take them there. They'll see the flyer.
Okay.
We are trying to use QR codes this year,
Okay.
which I'm just now learning this. Didn't know my phone could do that. So you can scan that. You can buy T-shirts there, and you actually go ahead and pay for them and everything. We'll have them at the Stair Climb for you with your name, everything on them. Challenge coins. And you also have an ability, if you want to make a donation, you can make a donation through that QR code too.
Okay, absolutely. All right, last question. Let's get you out of here. I know you got somewhere else to be on recording day, right? So how else can the community kind of support the Greensboro Fire Department? Are there any other events that you know of, or is there anything that the community can do just to make sure that we're supporting our servicemen and women?
As far as specific to this event, I mean, if people wanted to come out and help and hand out waters and not climb the stairs, they're more than welcome to.
Yeah.
Again, there's no cost, so that's great. Citywide, as far as helping out the fire department, we're blessed. We do have a lot of support from the citizens of Greensboro. We've been affected a lot by COVID, still are. A lot of our programs, we can't go to the schools. A lot of things that we used to do, we can't go out there and do anymore.
Right.
So there's nothing real specific, just their general support, riding the calls. The men and women on the fire department, it's been a tough year and a half.
I bet.
The call volume's up. It's changed. COVID's changed everything as far as PPE and the way you carry yourself. The way it's made it tough. So definitely prayers would be helpful for those men and women on the fire department.
Yeah, you got those for sure.
Absolutely.
You got those for sure.
Well, Chief, I appreciate you for coming.
Yeah, thanks again, Chief. It's a pleasure to have you.
This wasn't as painful as I thought it was.
No, man, we told you it was going to be fun.
Be fun. Yeah. Well, get ready for the NC Folk Festival. Get ready for the Stair Climb. It's going to be an amazing weekend here in downtown Greensboro.
It is. It's going to be fantastic. And if you're at the Folk Festival anyway, and you don't want to climb, like the Chief said, go over. You can hand out water. You can just be there to support people who are climbing. So it really is going to be perfect.
Yeah, it's a community event. So.
It definitely is.
All right.
Stay tuned in weekly by subscribing to Talk City Greensboro on iTunes, Stitcher, and Google Play. And don't forget, you can download Talk City from SoundCloud.
That's it for this week. Thank you for tuning in to Talk City. Be sure to watch GTN, your official source for news and information about the city of Greensboro. GTN is available on Spectrum Channel 13,
AT&T U-verse Channel 99,
and North State Channel 31.
GTN also streams live on Roku and the city's website
at greensboro-nc.gov. Have a good one.
Take care.